What is going on out there, good people? And welcome back to LMD Trading, where I am living my dream trading. Hope everybody out there is doing well today on this hump day. I am doing good. Glad to have this day out of the way. I have been trading on eggshells like the past 3 to 5 days. It's crazy. I have never traded on eggshells so much as I have these past few days, but it's behind me. Today was my 10th day trading in this PA account, and we finished the day up green, small green, add a little bit more funds to what we can actually withdraw tomorrow with Apex. With a $25,000 account, you have to make $1,600 and you have to trade it for a minimum of 10 days. Today, May the 10th day, we are over the $1,600. So we're going to be putting in a request to withdraw some of that money. I hadn't really thought about how much I want to take out. The minimum that you could take out is 500. The maximum that you could take out is 1,500. Just barely scraping over the limit to be able to withdraw. I know I don't want to take 1,500 out, because if I take 1,500 out, that leaves me $100 wiggle room. If the account goes down $100, kaboom, that PA account is done. Thank you, they gave me $1,500, but I can no longer trade that account. And there it is. I don't want that. So trying to figure out. I know I'm gonna take out more than the 500, but less than the 1,500. I'm gonna leave a cushion in there for me to trade another 10 days, get it hopefully well over the $1,600 this time, and be able to take another payout in another, and actually going to be more than 10 days because of how Apex works. Once you put in a request for a payout, and I remember this from the first time I got a payout, once you put in that request for a payout, they let you trade that account. But if that account gets below the threshold to request a payout, they will cancel your request for a payout, and then you got to wait another 10 days and you got to request it during the time period. So this particular time period is the 1st through the 5th. You can request a payout. They pay out on the 15th. So if I request a payout tomorrow, I can expect to have that money on the 15th. And if I trade, it gets below that limit, kaboom. We don't want that. So that's what we did today. But let's go ahead. Let's jump on over into these charts and take a look and see what we did today. And this is where we're at. And like I posted in the Discord that I put my big boy pants on just a minute ago. And you see we're up $85. That's in the $25,000 account. So I put risk on knowing that I would be requesting a payout in the morning. Took a trade right here. And I was expecting this to break this level and keep moving. Kind of bad feel. I didn't want to get filled that high. But got filled right there. This thing pulled back and I just averaged my way in, expecting it to bounce off of VWAP. Right there, it started building a fresh 2-minute demand and it made this move up, and I just scaled my way out. You see, I'm just scaling my way out, and we made $85 on that trade. My initial target was the 100 SMA, this red line, but all kinds of supply. They actually had this supply come in once I got out of the trade, started building this supply. I think this is going to rip. Spark over in the Discord, he mentioned that he was going to take a swing long. So like basically an overnight hold type of trade. I could see it if you look down here at the 5-minute chart. Look at the 5-minute. This thing tanked on FOMC, kind of came and it curled. And I can see this getting back up there. So that may not be a bad play. 87, that's 23 points if you were to go from here down to previous day's close. But I could see that play. I could see that happening. But let's go ahead. Let us look at the numbers real quick. I'm going to switch over to the left-hand screen. And we're going to have to pull up trade performance. There we go. And this here is showing yesterday and today. So you see, we still red if you look at the past 2 days. Let's just focus on today, the 31st. There we go. So we're reviewing trades for January 31st, closing out the month of January. Green. Gross profits 283.50. We gave back 138.50. Gave us a net profit on the day. And part of this is going to account for tomorrow, because after 6 o'clock, any trades count towards the next day. But calendar day, we did 145. Made 132.50 going long. We made 12.50 going short. Basically getting out flat on most of the trades. We took 3 of them, 100%. 71% going long. 73 overall. Average winning trade, $9.45. Average losing trade, $12.59. Horrible. Wasn't even getting 1-to-1 on the money. Largest winning trade, $40. Largest losing trade, $39. There again, we basically right at 1-to-1. Let's go ahead and look at overall. Since we started the PA account, we've only been in this account 10 days, but I'm going to go back to like the 15th. It's only going to count for 10 days. It's only going to count for the days that we traded. But let's look at the overall numbers here. So in here, it's showing net profit 1760. That's on 3703.50 that we made. We gave back $1,943.50. It's hitting a 63% accuracy. Largest winning trade, 2140. Largest losing trade, 1963. A little over 1-to-1 on our money. Largest winning trade, 315. Largest losing trade, 100. That's good. If we can get back to doing that on a regular, we can exponentially get this net profit up there. But those are good numbers right there. Those are good numbers to get a payout with Apex. So let's go ahead. Let's bring these charts back up real quick. We're going to take a look at the 5-minute real quick, and then we're going to look at the trades that we took this morning. Nothing impressive at all. I'm going to tell you right there on my trading this morning. Nothing was really impressive. But we see the market sold off. I was very, I ain't gonna say that because I'm sure my trading is gonna show that I wasn't very disciplined, but I was somewhat disciplined today in not wanting to take trades in that first 15 minutes or so. So we'll take a look at that. But 5-minute chart shows a nice little downtrend off the open. I personally did not want anything long unless it was over VWAP. Once it got down in this area, I didn't want any shorts until it broke this area. I actually went outside and I cut my grass this morning during this time. So I missed all of that. I did not want to be sitting in front of my charts. 11 o'clock, got a nice little uptrend going. Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, and then it does not break the high, that's the end of that trend. So now you get a lower high, a lower low, 2 o'clock, FOMC sends the market all over the place. At that point, now you can no longer worry about trends. You can probably try to look at some smaller time frames and try to find some key areas to get into trades. If you come up here, I put this little box up there and posted that in the Discord. That's my 4-hour level. Look at what this thing did. It came right up to the 4-hour level, tapped it, and that sent the market all the way to the depths. And then you see us now just kind of trying to curl back up. If this can, I'm going to drop a line right there. If it can break and hold that, this will make a move. But let's go ahead. Let's shrink this back out real quick. Look at the line I just dropped on the chart. It's like right where I got in, basically thinking I'm going to take the breakout. Came back down, averaging, and then got back up when it didn't hold that level. But notice how I just saw that on the chart and dropped that line. That easy to mark the chart up. But let's go ahead. Let's blow up this one real quick. We'll take a peek. I say I was disciplined. I want to see what times I was getting in these trades just to see. First trade I took 940. So we waited 10 minutes. Not bad, not bad. Soon as these things would go green, as in profit, I would move my stop, and notice this thing made a nice move down. I moved my stop to break even. Came, it tagged me, pushed back down, and then pushed down even further. This was a good trade. I just didn't let it work. I was trading scared. We come over here. Live traders train of thought. Get in right there. Put your stop right there. This is money. That's money. Right here, you see I take a long here. This was a demand area. And I know I say that I don't want to take a long when the chart is red, but I took this long right here as it was bouncing off of this 4-hour level. Now I'm late to the party. Let's see. That's 333. I'm getting in at 343. I've missed 10 points from right here. So I get in. This makes a move. Comes back down and tags me, and then it does make a move. So what did we say that was? 342. This thing goes up to 358, 16 points. That would not have been a bad trade right there. Quick little scalp. But once I got in the green, again, I took my stop break even. I got tagged. And then we see that this just rolled over and it did what it was supposed to do. Red chart, moving averages. I'm going to tell you that it's in a downtrend, but the red chart tells me what these are going to be, because that's what flips this chart red. We come over. I take another short right here. Little late for one, because you could have did just like a standard live traders buy setup and come off of here. But on the 2-minute chart, look how high the look at how high in a way we are from this supply box. When it came back up into here, this would have been a good area of value to get in and then trade it down to this level. But I got in right there, kind of made a move down. It didn't go. Again, stop to break even, stops me out. Excellent, excellent stop right there, because that was the reversal. You come over to here, it sets a higher low from there, and then we get the rip up. But After that trade, I was like, nope, I'll come back. Actually, before that, like after this trade, I said, I'll come back at 11. I'm about to go cut my grass. I'm about to edge, blah, blah, blah. So I left. I got back to the desk at 10:50. I took this trade. It's like, no. Let's walk away again. Walked away again. And finally, we started this little move up. I go long right here as this breaks over my 4-hour level. Entry was going to be 344. Stop about 10 points, 333. Again, quick pop. It does not break that candle right there. I exit. Good exit. Next candle, it does break. I enter. And it doesn't go. And I stop out. So red trade kind of pushes back up. And this time I'm like, this is going to go. Average in as it gets into this demand box and it pushes up. So I'm green, flat, and this becomes a green trade. Next trade. Yep, so that becomes a flat trade on this one, but we make money on these. Comes back up, and I'm just fixated on this area. I go long again right here. Makes this move, does not break this pivot. Get my stop in place, pulls back. Now this one here was one that I wanted to just lock in some profit on. So we in at 42, we're out at 49. It's like 7 points. So lock in that profit. I set this one to like a little over break even. Comes back down, stops me out for like break even. Flushes back down, and then it finally makes the move. So, and this is why I say I was kind of like trading on eggshells. Like, it's like I was just kind of trading on eggshells. So, market chops along. And the entire time this morning, I was like, I really don't want to be long until we break and hold VWAP. So, finally, around 1 o'clock, we finally break VWAP. I don't wait for this to pull back. I get in right here, and this flushes back down, stops me out. Bad trade. This was a chase. I chased this trade. Smart thing was I went on, I took the stop. Let's see. And I'm sure this was because of a smaller time frames demand was right there. It stops me out. This thing comes back down, makes the move. But once I stop out here, I should have been getting in right here. So I'm late again, 388. I'm giving up like 4 points getting in that high. Entry, clean entry would have been right there. Going back to my live trader roots, you put the stop there. And if you want to give it room, you could put it down there. But we see that this was a decent trade. Made decent money on that move there. 391. It went up to like 398. 7 points on 2 contracts. About 30, 40 bucks. Not bad. Again, just trying to wallet pad this account for today. But market rolls back over, comes back down, retest VWAP, push up, retest VWAP. Now we're kind of setting a lower high from that point right here. Pushes back down, comes up, and then whammo. Pushes back down, 2 o'clock comes, all bets off. None of this stuff matters at this point. Trends don't matter, moving averages don't matter. Only thing that can somewhat save you are levels. A lot of times the market will use these levels, but they're going to break these levels as well. Because in this candle, I'm sure that this came and kind of bounced around right here, and then it just tanked on out. Makes this move back up again. VWAP and the 200 SMA. Like I said, even during this time, it's still going to test these areas. Look at these candles off of this 100 SMA. It closed there. Of course, it's going to open there. That one closes right there. Of course, it's going to open right there. Came wicked. So even in this volatile time of FOMC, the market is still going to kind of use these levels. This was a perfect example of it. It used that 4-hour level that was up there. And then they just sent the market down. They just tanked it out. 17,469 all the way down at its lowest at 17,240. It's 200 plus points in 20 minutes. Man, think of the people who took the shorts. That was money. And now we come back over and look at this. This demand or this supply formed at a little after 320. It's still valid here at 710. This demand here is still good, and all of this demand down there is still good. Let's come on over. Let's see what it's doing. Look at that. It's just in this tight range. I don't plan on trading this. I'm good. I'll see what the market is going to do in the morning. But that's what we did today, y'all. That is what we did. As always, thanks for checking me out. If you hadn't hit that like button, now would be an excellent time to do it. I see my cam is frozen, so we're going to turn that one off. If you hadn't hit that like button, please do so. If you're not subscribed, please think about subscribing. And as always, we can continue the conversation in the comments. Did you make any money during FOMC today? Did you take advantage of the volatility that Jerome Powell brought to the market? I didn't want no parts of it at all. I wanted no parts of it. I watched a little bit of it, was chatting with Spark and another one of the gentlemen that hangs out in the Discord named Jazz. But yeah, I didn't want no parts of it. Just sat there and looked at it and admired the big candles going every which way. And yeah, we'll be ready to trade again in the morning. I won't touch this 25K account until they put my money in my bank account, but I got other accounts that I can trade. So I'll just swap up and put another account on this main screen, and that's what we will be trading tomorrow. On that note, I'm wrapping this one up. I'm chucking the deuces at you. Peace.